Sister Manic, and we're backstage at Festival of the Sun 2009. We're about to have a chat to Perry, and some of his mates who are also performing with him at Festival of the Sun. So we've got Hayley, Matt and Adrian also here. I hear you're a bit of a hip-hop artist, but what would you prefer to be known as?
Probably a hip-hop artist.
Oh, that was pretty bloody easy then. So my next question to you is then, how do you find being a hip-hop artist in Australia?
I think the support for it is getting kind of bigger and bigger, which is really awesome, and I think it's kind of evolving to a point now that's more on an international level where I look at other artists and it's actually kind of inspiring and really exciting to listen to, whereas 5 years ago I didn't quite feel that way. I was more I'd still listen to old American hip-hop sort of for influence, but yeah, these days it's starting to find its feet, which is awesome. I'll pass it back to you.
You guys are independent. How difficult have you found that to be an independent artist in Australia?
Not particularly easy, but with like Triple J and that, it does make it a lot easier. It's a huge help. Like without them, I'd still be in my bedroom for sure. So it's it's a massive help if you get the support from them. It can actually kind of really make or break your career to some degree, because it makes, if it's big enough, then commercial radio and all this stuff will still take a look at you, even though you're on this tiny little independent label and would usually not be on their radar. They'll kind of take you more seriously. But yeah, it's still an uphill battle when you're an indie artist. I think it's not as easy as having a massive machine behind you to push everything.
So we hear you get a little bit of stage fright happening. Is that true?
Didn't really want that to be, yeah, good girl. Probably rather keep that on the low, but that's all right. Used to just freak out, but like these days I'm trying to get a little bit better at it and actually enjoy it. There is the option of just getting smashed, but I knew that wouldn't be a long-term answer, so I'm trying to just learn to deal with it internally and hopefully eventually completely get over it and really enjoy performing. Everyone else is cool, though. I think everyone else gets very excited, which is nice. That helps.
Any freaky fan stories for us then?
Yep.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we had a gig in Albury, in Wodonga, and we had a bit of a party back at our hotel room, and then we were started.
Brilliant. Good story.
Yeah, people there were just hanging around a bit too long, and we started moving everyone out, and people started mouthing off, and a few words were spoken from either side, and then kicked everyone out, and then 5 minutes later we got a knock on the door.
These are females, by the way.
Yeah, these are girls.
Yeah.
In their room.
Get a knock on the door 5 minutes later, and one of our mates, Seth Century, goes to open the door, and he's like halfway down the hallway to open the door, and they bust open the door with a fire extinguisher and just coated his face and then just kept spraying all this shit out, and then it just coated our entire room, like laptops and everything was covered in this smog of cloud. And we were stuck there for like 2 hours cleaning it up.
I'd like to ask then on that whole patriotic Aussie thing, Aussie icons to you, what would you guys consider to be an Aussie icon?
There's a singer called Paul Kelly, actually, and he's actually doing a song with Paul Kelly on his one of his future albums. I'm not sure which one.
That's right.
Should I air that or?
Yeah, why not?
That's all right. Yeah.
We're there. No, I really dig Missy Higgins as well. She's extremely talented, and we all just saw Sia last night at the Palace in Melbourne, which was pretty amazing. So there's a few artists at the moment that I actually really look up to and hope to eventually work with, which is awesome. Got any extras there, Hales?
We were just talking about Powderfinger just before.
Sorry.
There we go.
I saw the
Radio. Silverchair, awesome.
Go with it.
There's a lot of Aussie, great Aussie talent coming out. It's really cool. Really good to see.
Very much so. I think we all agree with that, so you keep rolling. Hey, let's chat.
AC/DC.
Oh, bang, massive.
So what do you guys listen to when you kick back when you're at home?
Yeah, pretty broad spectrum of stuff, but I grew up on that from my parents' collection, so 60s, 70s, all that stuff is most of what I listened to. It was like an effort to actually get out and start trying to listen to modern music. I was feeling a little bit detached because I was so caught in a time warp, but Hales would have some great names to mention.
I grew up listening to Fats Domino and Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin. They were the people that I knew, and I loved. I never really got into the kind of boy band thing. I tried. I did really give it a good try.
Hang on, we'll just find out a bit more about the Beatles. What's the Beatles influence?
Well, I never really listened to them when I was younger, but when I was about a year ago or something, I had to get right into it, and then got all their albums and just thrashed them and realised what I was missing out on. You know, when I was like 14, all I listened to was hip hop and shit like that. But then, yeah, getting into all their older stuff, I was missing out on a lot, and they're probably my favourite group.
I understand that Pez is going to take a bit of time off to start writing for the new album. Is that all a collaborative effort, or is that sort of Pez behind that?
No, that's mainly Pez doing his own thing there. Like, I'm sure he'll get a few features on there. Like, I'll probably rap on it, and Hayley will probably sing on it as well, like on his first album. But yeah, that's all goes to him in his own time and stuff, because we all do our own separate thing as well. And yeah, so I reckon he'll knuckle that out in probably a good few months, and it'll be on.
So do you practice in the shower?
Of course, all the time.
Between a rap and a scat.
Scat is more gibberish, isn't it? Yeah, scat's like skibbity bibbity bibbity. Skibbity bibbity bibbity.
So wish you all the best of luck in the future, and we are Live2UTV. Thanks, guys.